Pacific Kings get scared, huh?
Sequence touchdown.
And you got what?
9-8. That's not crazy.
Swift on Pro Bowl this year. Lock it in.
Zone touchdown, Detroit Lions.
8 flowers for a third-round pick.
No.
You're tripping.
The gut punches will stop.
Dawn's early night. Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Rad Holmes out here in Rip City, Portland, Oregon. Repping those Detroit Lions. Welcome back for another episode of Last Second Dose, where we doing the most. And I got the guy, Mixed Stats, Mr. Mustachio, Dose of Dorsey. What's happening, baby?
What's up, Brad? First time on live at Twitter. Hey, I see it. That thing is sweet. It's just like our normal stream. There's 2 people in from Twitter right now. Shout out to whoever you are that's watching on Twitter.
Ooh.
Don't know if you can comment or not, but that's pretty fire. So shout out to them. And shout out to the chat, Red. How you doing, man? It's good to be back. It's been a week. So now here we are.
Gravy, baby. I'm gravy. I'm ready. It has been a minute.
It has, man.
We got a couple new signings. I'm geeked up about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited.
We got some news to talk about. Last time we didn't do it. What was it? What day we usually go? Monday. We didn't go Monday. There's really no news, but that night, a couple signings went down. So we're gonna talk about those signings today. Get Rad's thoughts on those signings, because we haven't got to hear his thoughts. Also, quarterback talk. This has been, look, I just listed it as draft talk, but just in general quarterback talk because pro days are going on. And everybody's starting to get hyped about these quarterbacks, which I actually think would be a good thing because hopefully someone does something wild and decides to trade up and give us a huge haul of picks in return.
Love it.
And also Chris Board, Mike Hughes, 2 new Lions.
Ooh,
Taking Drake. Yeah, then that's something we should talk about too, right? I think we should talk about some of these trades because now you have multiple teams at the end of the first round that could take a wide receiver right in front of us, which could change our draft. Maybe we have to trade up for a receiver like we were talking about before we got in, get ahead of those teams. It's possible, man. DT fan, man, my guy. He's talking about Kyle Hamilton. Bo. Hey, shout out to my man Bo. How you doing, Bo? Giovanni. Ooh.
Boom, 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 boom.
Is anybody in here from Twitter? How does that work?
Me. I'm here.
Okay. Oh, you're here from Twitter? Can you chat?
I'm here from Twitter.
Try to chat something, Red.
I want to see. Let me see.
People, can you do that's pretty
I don't know. I'm here from Twitter.
It's pretty sweet.
Let's
Fresh
see.
out of school.
Hey, shout out to my man Bo. How you doing?
Uh-oh. Sorry.
I feel like
Hi, I'm here.
Amazing. Does it work? I don't know if that comes through.
I messaged.
Wait, you messaged or you left a comment on it?
I left a comment. I said, hi, I'm here. I'm present.
I don't think it's working, man.
It's definitely working.
I don't see it, man. I don't think it's working.
You know what? It's okay.
That's sweet, though. We'll keep doing
All
this
dogs
going.
go to heaven. I don't know why I said that, but whatever.
Okay,
let's roll with it.
Kind of random. All right, Red.
Let's keep it pumping and jumping. I'm good, man. I'm ready to do this. I got my Gatorade bottle full of H2O. Ooh.
You got water in there? I can't see the water. You got water in there?
Yeah, I got to get my H2O intake up, and this reminds me of playing football, so it makes me want to drink water.
I like that. Kind of brings you back a little bit. Is that what it does?
Back into time, way back.
I like that. Way. You got the sparkling water. You know how we do, right? With the sparkling water. Come on, man. Yeah, Rad. Oh, and we got this one too. Yeah, come on, man. We in
the building.
Hey, hold up.
Shout out to the chat. Go get your sparkling waters and take a sip real quick. One time for the one time.
Sparkling ice, caffeine, TM. Sponsor. Hey, and we got these
sponsorship. Hold on now. Let's not throw them out too much.
If Lifesaver, wants to hook us up, I'm down with it because I bought the big bag today, Red. Look.
You ever had the orange cream ones? Hold on.
Nah, never had the orange cream ones.
Fire.
Really?
Fire.
Like, give me like a sense of
a
what
10.
that would taste like.
It tastes like an orange creamsicle.
Oh, that does sound fire.
But it's a mint. You get your mint too. You get your mint, but you also get the orange creamsicle. Next time you go to the grocery store, look for the orange big bag.
And it's like this. It has a hole in the middle and everything.
It's the same exact. It's just instead of mint flavor, you get orange creamsicle flavor with a hint of mint.
I like that. That's
Fire,
sweet.
bro.
That is sweet.
Eating 2 at a time.
No, I do like that. 1 second, real quick. Oh, and we're also going to be taking a look at the Lions' remaining needs with some of the moves the Lions have made so far, because there's a few things that we haven't addressed, and we're probably going to have to hit them in the draft. Questions are coming in. Anthony Barr. I didn't see any Anthony Barr news, but if it happens while we're streaming, I'm down with it. I thought he already signed back with Mike Vikings or something, but I don't know. Now, Bo says, who's going to be the first quarterback off the board, and will it be in the first round? That's a good question, Brad. You want to start there, and then we'll kind of get into it?
I think it's going to be either Pickett or Willis. And yes, it's going to happen in the first round. Somebody's going to take a QB.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some QB needy teams out there. Seattle's now QB needy.
Yep.
Even though I like Drew Lock, honestly. I don't know. I'll probably get a kid a shot.
Absolutely.
Coach just got mad. It was a lot of QB cares. Like, a lot of people didn't flipped and flopped, and I don't even know what didn't dropped.
A lot of moves, man.
It's some QB. I mean, Pittsburgh still needs a QB.
Yeah. Oh, no. I mean, yeah, Pittsburgh has to be in there. Like I said, Panthers are in there. Seattle's now in there. Wait, Seattle was the team that got Drew Lock, though. You're saying you would give him a shot. But
Personally,
you'd probably still like
man.
to draft someone with that, right? I'm like, if there's someone you really like, you wouldn't have an issue with drafting him with him.
I think they're going to take Willis.
I think that fit would be really good for them.
I think they're going to take Willis, to be honest with you.
I don't think Giants are out either because, I mean.
Danny Jones ain't.
Yeah, Daniel Jones ain't going to be that guy, man. They pick at number 5. They got 5 and 7, so they can look to move up. And Texans don't feel like it. Nick Caserio.
But they could.
They could. It just doesn't feel like it to me. A Patriot guy taking a quarterback when he has Davis Mills. Davis Mills feels like a Patriot type of quarterback, like a Jimmy Garoppolo. So it's like, let's just stick with him. So I don't know, man. Movement could. Oh, and then of course Pittsburgh, which we'll talk about because I think something big could be going on there. Red.
They can come get Jared Goff from us if they want a QB. So,
chat, how we doing, man? How we doing?
Like that might have been a little too early. My bad.
We just got in here. This is what we're doing already. Okay.
My bad.
All right.
It was too early.
Michael Banks in the building. So.
Banks.
You want to go to quarterback now, or should we come back to it?
You could do whatever. Do what you wanna do. I'm down for whatever, baby.
Let's start with our free agent
keep it
signings.
grooving.
Let's do free
Mike
agent
Hughes
signings first, and we'll come back to it. Yeah, let's start with that. Mike Hughes.
I love the Mike Hughes. I'm ready to jump it off. Mike Hughes.
Get into it.
I think that was a great addition. I don't even think cornerback was a big need, but if you can get a guy who was a recent first round pick of the Minnesota Vikings, and I liked him when he was coming out of Central Florida. And I remember when the Vikings drafted him, like, dang, I was pretty high on that cornerback. Had a solid career. He had a decent rookie year. Then he dealt with some injuries. Then he bounced back with the Chiefs this past season. The PFF grade was nice. I did read that, and also seen it now. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
He's a solid guy because he's versatile. He can play inside or outside. He loves to tackle.
True.
He likes to. I mean, everybody wants to make turnovers, but he's really good at trying to attack the football. As far as like if they do catch it on him, he's going to try to. I don't know if you remember how Justin Coleman used to be when he would try to like punch the ball out.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I love that. He's always trying to create some type of turnover. I think he's a solid player. He also has some return game built to him because I know at Central Florida he was a return man,
big time.
So I love the versatility he brings. We can kind of say he's a vet because he's on his second contract, so he's a veteran.
True.
Young, he can be a part of the future. I love the deal. I feel like we stole him. I don't know how we got him for so low ski. We got him for the low ski, Boski. And I give this signing a A. I'll give it an A. I'm gonna give it an A, bro.
An A.
I like Mike, but I've liked Mike Hughes since his college career, to where I was upset that Minnesota got him, and then he had that solid rookie year, and then he had a good. I mean, his most recent year was a good year, so it's like we're getting a good player who can come in and push for a starting position.
Right.
I think he probably is going to be running with the ones day one, to be honest.
Ooh,
because Jerry Jacobs isn't coming back yet. Akuda should be back, and Amani will be back. Yeah, he's pushing. It's going to be him and Amani starting off.
Nah.
I feel like we need to. Bro, I don't know. We're going to see.
You mean because of Jacobs' injury? Is that what you're saying? Because he's injured?
Yes, because of Jacob. Yes, because of Jacobs' injury. 100%.
Okay.
I mean, the ACO turnaround time is shorter nowadays, but I love this signing. I do. I really do like this signing. I'm giving it an A.
In a weird way, doesn't it feel kind of like It feels like we kind of got like an extra draft pick, just like a hurt draft pick. Like Ojabo, who might slide down because of his injuries. That's
Ooh,
what
I
it feels
hope
like
so.
the Lions got. It's like a 1-year test. The dude was the 30th pick in the draft. You love the fact that they both liked him coming out of the draft. I love it. I mean, it feels like a steal. If he can do what Charles Harris did last season, we're set, man.
Oh, we're gravy.
And he played the entire year last year. You said Chiefs, that looked like his best season. I don't know. I still have to watch some more of the old games. But Chiefs looked like his best year. He looked real good. And I was thinking about this, and I put it in the video too. But remember last year when Aaron Glenn and Aubrey came in and they were talking about having these guys and wanting to let them play fast and they need confidence because they didn't have it in the defense before. And then we always talk about how much they improved throughout the season. Iffy, Amani, all these guys. Shoot, now get a 30th pick in there? I mean, man, we don't even need to hit draft for, we said we didn't need to hit draft for cornerback, but now it's to the point where I don't think we have to hit it at all. Now, there is still the injury concern side to it, which is probably why we got him on the price we did, but it was a neck injury. He didn't have to have surgery. He played all last year, which gives you a lot of confidence. If he played 3 games last year, I'd be like, I don't know where he's at. But now I know. I feel real good about it. Rad, this is a heck of a deal, man. This is an awesome deal for the Lions.
I love it.
Now, you said returner. Could potentially play returner. I don't think he'll be punt returner because I think Khalif will handle that. But kick returner, why not? Because if Godwin doesn't make the team, and you said it, he was one of the top returners coming out of college. I think they said he averaged 32 yards per kick return in his final year, 17 yards per punt return. I mean, come on now. Come on. He could be our kick returner. We had Corey Ballentine hold it down until Godwin took that role. But if he's on the team and Godwin's not, now we got to return.
We solid. Great. What would you grade it?
I'll grade it an A+.
Ooh, an A+.
Absolutely.
You had to one up me, huh?
I had to. That's why
you had to one up
first.
me.
I have to. Oh, I had to. No, because I don't see any downside to this signing at all. I guess I don't have the contract details, but with the price, I love the 1-year deals. But especially after you saw like how the 1-year deals worked out. Not everyone worked out, but the way that they could work out last season. And plus, I still love the fact that they're not doing this with old players. The dude's, like you said, he's going into year number 5. But even then, he still hasn't played that much. Like, he's only played half his games in Minnesota. So you still could easily just re-sign the dude, bring him back. But he's also not in a spot where I'm asking him to be a starter next year because we already saw Jacobs, Amani. Hopefully Okudah can all kind of hold down that role.
And Parker. Let's not forget about Parker.
Now, he might compete with Parker for slot.
Right.
I think he's better on the outside, but, he has the build to play slot, and he did with Minnesota. Could you see that? Could you see him taking A.J. Parker's spot?
I mean, anything could happen. Yeah, I see it could happen. I mean, he's got more snaps. He's a veteran. He's a playmaker. He likes to tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could take A.J. Parker. Do I like A.J. Parker? Yes, but, I mean, bro, we won 3 games. I feel like we can upgrade at every position. Every position could be. Everybody needs to be battling for a starting job. Everybody, especially on that defense. Everybody. Except for Lee McNeil. He's a lock.
McNeil is a lock.
And T-Walk's a lock.
And T-Walk, yes, sir. Hey, the cornerback's looking nice now. I like what he said here. But improves a lot. Yeah, I mean, even Vikings fans, like from what I read, they were saying bust, but they were only saying bust because he was hurt. It wasn't like he was garbage. They just said bust because he was hurt and he couldn't play. But with the Chiefs, he didn't look like a bust. So to your point, I don't know how we got him so cheap. Really, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, the size concerns everybody because he's only 5'10", but Jacobs is 5'11". So
that's fine.
They can make it work. I've seen it.
That's fine. Brent Grimes was only like 5'10", and I hate to say it, but he locked up Calvin Johnson.
Nah, Calvin did him dirty the first time, and then he came back and got that.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. Brent Grimes is a very undersized corner. I don't know if everybody remember Grimes, but Grimes was feisty. He was a very good corner. I don't care nothing about that size, bro. As long as you play big and you go out there and give it your all, you can rock. You could be 5'9", but if you out there balling and you got a good vertical, just get up when it's time to get up and hit when it's time to hit.
What happened to Brent Grimes? I don't
know. I think I remember like his wife started getting into social media and like talking bad, and you know what I mean? That could, social media can also ruin your career nowadays. But he was a good corner, and plus he was getting old. But ain't nothing wrong with a 5'10" corner, man. As long as you play big, you're gravy.
No. Not at all, man. Yeah, I mean,
Arden Key. I don't know what's going on with Key. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see if that happens. He keeps visiting teams. I feel like Arden Key is different than Mike Hughes because, like, I thought about why not just sign him, but Arden Key, his past makes it like, okay, maybe we should have this guy in here just to talk to him and see where his weight's at, because that's been an issue in the past. Just kind of see where his head's at before we give him money. Plus,
he doesn't have the best production either. Like
No, he
last
doesn't.
season he did.
but he had 6.5 sacks, so now he's gonna get paid. So you don't want to.
He was also on that
too much guaranteed there.
49er D line, and then Chris. I can't think of our old D line coach, Chris Kuzak or Chriset. It's something. You know who everybody know who I'm talking about. He's a heck of a D line coach. So he always elevates D linemen's play when they come play for him.
Well said, man. He does.
It's the truth.
He's a good coach. He was there for 7 years. Not many coaches last that long.
He used to do his thing. He had what was it? Hyder. Remember Hyder?
D-line coach. Oh yeah, Hyder, Anthony Zettel. He had these like
he had them elevating. He had a Hyder playing at a high level. Then Hyder ended up meeting back up with him in San Francisco. Played at a high level. Then got paid from the Seahawks. And what is Corey Hyder doing now? Like, he's a heck of a D-line coach.
Hey, now think about this. Now, Kerry Hyder, who is
Kerry Hyder. I called him Corey. Sorry.
No, you good. Arden Key had a higher pass rush rate than Kerry Hyder did last season. His was 8% to Kerry Hyder's 6.7, I think. So that's just a little note to throw out there. So
okay, mixed stats.
Yeah, Red. That might be wrong, though. That might not be exact, but I know it was high.
We'll take it. I like it.
All right.
It sounds right.
Brent Guy, that was a crazy pick. That was a sweet game though. That was a cool year. Just the way we were winning some of those games were wild. All right, Red, let's talk a little bit about Chris Board, man. What are your thoughts? Linebacker from Baltimore. Cheap deal.
Cool signing. I don't think it just
it's your
elevates.
Linebacker. I thought you'd be hyped about
it is a linebacker. Don't get me wrong, and I feel like we need to still continue to bring in linebackers. He played a little bit with the Ravens this past season. His snap count went on an uptick. He's athletic. I like that he is athletic. He's a sideline to sideline, and then you were telling me that he does get in on third downs. So that's good. So we got a pass coverage linebacker, ex-safety. Mm-hmm. So a heck of a special teamer. Now, I did read that. He's a heck of a special teamer, which is also good because special teams is key to winning football games. I'm not ecstatic about it. I'm not mad about it. We got him on a good deal. Young player. Let's see if we can elevate his game. But I'm not considering say it just made our linebacker room just go through the roof. No. I'm more excited about the Mike Hughes signing than I am the Chris Board. I'm not mad at it. I'll take it. It is another linebacker to add to that thin linebacker core. And it's just an uncertain room right now. We don't really know who's the day one starters. I mean, I guess you can kind of say like Barnes and Double A is kind of plugged in right now, but they need to be competing for their starting position also. So yeah. I want somebody who's going to come in and push these guys. I don't really think he's going to come in and push. He may. I could be wrong.
Hey,
but I want a guy that I know for
man. That's
that 100%, 110%. But I want somebody I know who's going to pop. I want people competing.
To compete. Yeah, draft pick can take guys' role.
I hope it's Chad Muma, Christian Harris, somebody like that. I don't want to use a first round pick on a linebacker, but anywhere from the second and back, let's grab us a linebacker. Channing Tindall.
Hey, Channing Tindall,
my man.
Man, I do like Tindall, man.
My boy just had surgery. Damon Clark.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Well, if we can snag him in the 7th, that's fine. Let's sit him for a year.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a late day 3 pick. Scoop him up.
I'll grade it a B minus.
Okay. I mean,
what you got?
I don't know, like a B minus. I mean, probably same range. I don't know if it I don't know what it's going to be for the Lions. That's the thing. We just haven't seen him play defense much. I know he can pass rush because he did. Still don't like his tackling. He just hasn't become an all-down linebacker. But what I like the best, you brought up special teams, is that we lost Jalen, who was known for special teams.
Right.
So Josh Woods had to play special teams, and Josh Woods was a stud. Now you could have like special team sets with both these guys on the field, where he plays punt return, kick return, he plays all those. You could have both these guys on the field at the same time. Now you got 2 stud special teamers out there. You can't go wrong with that. Or if one of them starts to play defense and the other guy, and he starts to play less special teams, the other guy kind of becomes the standout. Perfect. I mean, they love. Hey, we've been good at special teams for years, so I like that we continue to do that. I feel like we've been good at special teams for a while. The only thing last year was the kicker spot, which kind of held us back. But everything else, man, we've been great on special teams.
We actually lost a game because of a kick. It's okay. You know what? We're sitting at the number 2 pick right now. I'm kind of happy we missed that kick.
Nah, I'm not happy, Red. Nah.
I mean,
Red.
why
I'm
add
not
extra wins at this point and we still will be sitting at the
Hey,
ninth pick or
maybe
still out of the playoffs? Like, no.
I
Great.
love winning. I love winning.
I love winning too, but we could tell we wasn't a playoff caliber team last year. Let's be real.
All right.
So let's just go on and get that number 2 pick, Bubba.
And trade back. So here.
Trade back, huh?
I want to answer this question because I feel like, you know what? Let's answer the question, but let's answer it within the needs. So let's go through our remaining needs for the Lions. Let's rank some needs based on what the moves have made so far. We can expect more signings there to come. The Lions still have some cap space. They'll probably be around like $19 million once the signings become official for some of these. So they still have some money to make some moves. Maybe a guy like Arden Key. Rad, what do you think is the biggest need remaining for the Lions?
Safety. Linebacker.
Okay, so safety 1, linebacker 2, you're saying.
Safety. Linebacker. No, wait. Let me go again. Safety, edge, linebacker.
Safety, edge,
top
linebacker.
3.
Those are your top three?
Top 3. Safety,
why
edge,
safety?
linebacker.
Why safety 1?
Because we haven't improved in that department.
All
we did was I get it. I mean, I'll tell you why. We haven't improved. We still bring back the same core of safeties. We brought back T-Walk, which was huge. He led our team in tackles. He's a solid player. I want him to build with us for the future. But who's his running mate? He ain't got a running mate.
Jalen Elliott.
Safety.
Hey, CJ Moore. I agree.
Safety. Then edge. Okay, we're getting Romeo back. We retained Charles. Cool.
Got Julian, which is nice. Julian's nice.
Julian's nice. Okay. And we lost Trey Flowers, even though he didn't play much, but we still need an edge, I feel like. That rotation ain't set in stone just yet. I feel like we got 3 guys. Now we need that 4th. I think you need anywhere from 4 to 5 good edge rushers, like you always hit on. COVID season and injuries, you never know.
Yeah.
And we really don't know how Romeo's going to bounce back. I hope he bounces back to where he can get those double-digit sacks, like I believe he can. So edge is number 2. Edge might be like edge and safety is like 1A, 1B.
Really?
Yes. Wow. I still don't feel like our pass rush is just where it needs to be. Even with Romeo coming back, I don't think our pass rush is where it needs to be. And then we need a running mate with T-Walk. 3rd will be linebacker. Or 2nd is linebacker.
Well, no, I agree with edge being still.
Those are my top 3.
Edge still is a need because even with those guys back, we can't even assume they're going to be healthy. I mean, we know Romeo's coming off an injury, but Julian has dealt with injury since he's got here. Austin Bryant's usually always hurt. Last year he wasn't, which was nice. I don't know if I trust him a ton, though, as playing my defensive end role. I don't know how much pass rush he's going to give me. I thought he was better last year like everybody else was, but I don't know about, playing big snaps there. Charles is cool, but yes, I still think we need an edge. Now, I don't think we necessarily need he doesn't have to come in like we could start Charles and Romeo and that would be fine, but I still would like to have someone at least in the mix there to compete and try to push for a starting spot over one of those 2 guys. Because if Charles is a backup, I'm completely cool with that. If we get a stud and he wins that role, I'm down with that. Now let me move my mic up because people are saying it's low. How about now? Do we sound better, Red? I moved it up a little bit. More up.
Just say the ABCs. Let me go.
A B C D E F G. A B C D E F G.
J K
M N P. Huh?
A little louder.
I'm turning this thing up, Ray. I don't know, man.
There you go. Now you pumping and jumping, baby.
We pumping. All right. Yeah. No, I definitely think edge is still a need for sure. And it could be anywhere in the draft. I'm cool with anywhere in the draft. If it wants to be your top pick, go get the stud. We can do it. If it's more middle of the pack, that's cool with me because there's some dudes I like in the middle. But number 1 for me, safety. Like you said, we don't have a 2. Doesn't mean it has to be 2 pick, but we don't have a guy with Tracy Walker right now. CJ Moore in a pinch would be. I think CJ Moore is my backup safety to pair with Tracy Walker. I'd feel real solid about that. But I can't say like I'm good about him starting across from him because I haven't seen enough from it. And the Lions didn't give him enough snaps to do that. Dean Marlowe's out. You might have some depth there. Like CJ Moore is a nice depth piece because he can play everywhere, but he's definitely not who I want to come into here feeling like he's my number 2 safety, especially because if you lose T-Walk, then what are you doing? I mean, let's just be. I mean, you lose T-Walk to Cone for 2 weeks. What's their safety position? I mean, what
Lord.
the heck?
If he's moving to safety, somebody.
Oh, no. Yeah, we got a lot of movement has to go on there. So safety has to be the top need for depth, starters, whatever you want to call it. Wide receiver, I think, is still the need. And I want to answer Zach's questions. He said we'd still get a receiver. Absolutely, I would still get a receiver. No question. Now, it doesn't mean I have to get two, but one receiver I think is a must for the Lions at this point. And one receiver that you feel like can start and be a top 2 guy on your team. That maybe that, again, that doesn't mean it has to be pick 32 or 34, but you bring him in, you feel like he has that upside to be the top guy on your team. Because I said this to Rad, if we lost DJ Chark, we're in the same boat we are last year for the second half of the season. And I don't want to be in that spot because the difference between DJ Chark and a guy like Mike Hughes is Mike Hughes played all last season. DJ Chark did not. He's coming off an injury. So I hope he's healthy. You just can't. I can't bank and rely on the fact that he's going to be healthy for sure because he's had the same issue multiple times. So receiver,
we need 2 more. Two. Still.
I think
top. I don't know. I can't. I don't know.
I think we need a guy that could be a top receiver on your team. I think so. I think it has to come within your first 4 picks. Should be a receiver.
Yeah, agreed. I would agree. First 4 picks do need to be receiver. I think we need to draft 2 receivers. I think one should come within the first 3 picks.
Okay.
And then grab one in the fifth. So
you're saying, as we are right now, 34
32nd or 34. 32nd or 34, okay. I believe, needs to be a receiver.
Okay.
Now, I when we get to draft, I have a list of names who I personally want. But then I can't say it's like still our biggest need because offensively,
not our biggest need, but it is a big need.
It's a need. I would rank it 4th because I think defense is the biggest need. Defense. We got to stop people.
Agreed.
We got to get after a quarterback and stop people. Stop the run. I think, so if we started the season today with our offense, okay, I'm cool with that. Let's say we didn't bring nobody else in and we just went what we went with. I mean, obviously some backups, some depth people, but starters, if we went with these people right now, I'm cool with it. Defense, though, no. No, I'm not cool with this defense that we put on the field if we had to start today.
I get that.
I wouldn't be cool with that. That's why I'm defense has to be the biggest need. Because the offense is cool. Even if Chark went down, I'm still cool because now we got Cephas, Reynolds, St. Brown, TJ Hawkinson, Raymond. I'm cool with that. If Chark went down, I'm still cool with that. I feel like we can still trickleate a way to get some points on the board.
We could be all right. We could be okay.
But the defense,
but it's not
I don't still feel. Yeah, I want more. Don't get me wrong.
We know what Randall L said. I mean, he told us flat out where he thinks receiver position
Correct.
is. You don't say
Nobody's
that if
a
you
true
feel
number
like you're
one.
in an okay spot.
100%.
We need to draft 2 guys and sign a free agent.
And we got the free agent, so now let's go get us 2 more. Now, I feel like Chark can be a true number 1. I mean, he's shown it.
He could be.
And we're getting Cephas back. So defense, to me, has to be the top needs because I feel defensively, like I said on our show a week ago, nobody scares. Who scares anybody on our defense? Nobody. We don't got nobody that just jumps off the board. You think of Detroit Lions defense, nobody named just jumps off the board like, oh, he's a dog.
Who is that on offense? Who do you think?
On offense, who just named, okay, when I think our offense, I think our offensive line, we got Frank the Tank. We do have a really good center.
So
and then you also the guy right here, St. Brown, he's got respect in the NFL. TJ Hawkinson has respect. And when Swift is healthy, he has respect. So we have 3 people that you gotta respect. And let DJ Chark come out here and have a good preseason and he blow up week 1. Now you gotta respect him too.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So I feel like we're cool offensively. We need some depth pieces.
We ain't cool. We need some receivers.
Okay, we're not cool. You're right. My bad.
We're
bad
much
verbiage.
more cool on offense than we are on defense.
On defense. That's exactly what I was about to say. Thank you, Dose of Dorsey. Thank you.
Yeah, and that's why we got safety so high. Then to me, it's either edge or linebacker, or I would even push edge and defensive line together because either one I'm cool. Like if I end up getting Trayvon Walker, he could play defensive end. I wouldn't be shocked if the guy could push inside at his weight. He's pushing 270 and he's playing the role that he played at Georgia. He could give me a little bit of movement there versus some of the other dudes. I could put him over a tackle. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to line him up very wide every play because he can't handle being in the interior. Trayvon Walker could handle all that. There's certain guys that could, certain that probably won't handle it as well. That's still a need. We talked about wide edge and D-line. We need more people to push. And in Arden Key, right, he's a defensive end. But again, he's He was only weighing 240, but I thought there was I think he looked like he weighed more than that. But I think again he could play a little bit over a tackle and stuff. But we need D-line depth to continue to push these guys. And Arden Key would push because he's not a draft pick, but he's young. He's looking for that prove-it deal, and he's coming off a solid season. So he would push everybody on that D-line to keep fighting. I would love to add someone to push Levi. I know Brockers is there, but Brockers isn't necessarily pushing Levi. He's just kind of like a rotational run defender. We need someone to push some of these young dudes. McNeil was good last year, but Levi needs that right on him because it's like, look, we know you got to step up, but I'm not just gonna expect it to happen. We're gonna put someone right on your heels to do it because if you don't, we need someone to push that spot right from you. Because let's say Levi next year, a horrible way to think, but let's say he doesn't play next year. Just throw him out for a second, or he plays bad next year. He plays like he did last year. Who do you go to at that point for his role to play that?
We don't have anybody.
Nobody.
We don't.
I mean, Brockers would do it, but he could play run D, but there's not a lot of he's never given you pass rush. So, I mean, we need someone else in there to push, then elevate that spot. So, and then linebacker. Linebacker's still up there. Again,
for sure.
You know how I value it, but with linebacker, it definitely is a need. And it could be a high pick. I can see them going one high one here. I do like Alex. We have Barnes. These signings are just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of these signings are going to compete for like special teams and rotational pass rushers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. Chris Board needs a shot, so good for him, but he hasn't showed us that he was, consistent
like he's ready to come
linebacker.
and be
he
a
hasn't
starter.
shown that.
Straight up.
So, yeah, that's kind of, and then now the next tier of needs, you got to, where would you kind of rank those? Because I feel like quarterback, tight end, tackle, like some of those.
Back up tackle. Okay, so after that, like, urgent need.
Yes.
I would think it would fall. I would think a backup tackle. Backup tackle would be one. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put 3 technique, like a 3 or 5, like a Brockers or Levi role. That's gonna be in that backup tier of needs,
like a Matthew Butler. Yeah.
Then offensive tackle.
Okay.
A backup tight end.
Yep. Well, you have Garrett Griffin.
That's 3.
You have Garrett Griffin.
That's 3.
What kind of tight end? I'm thinking the Lions could look for like a big body red zone Darren Fells type of build.
I'm not mad at that. I want to, me personally, I want to pass catching tight end. So yeah, red zone needs, but I want somebody who can stretch the field too. Like, I know we missed that on my guy. He's gone. All the tight ends are gone that I like. Even Everett's gone. Everybody's gone.
There's some nice draft tight ends though. There are some good draft tight ends.
It's a nice little tight end class for sure. The kid from Virginia that's 6'7".
Everybody loves Jelani Woods. Everybody does.
Hands are a little suspect.
Hey,
but yeah, if we can grab a guy like him in the 5th, I'm cool with that.
I think my favorite tight end is Isaiah Likely, man. That dude is awesome.
Likely's nice.
I would love Isaiah Likely.
There's also a kid in Maryland. I can't pronounce his name though.
Yes, with the C.
Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I like him.
Yes.
I like him personally, and I feel like he gonna beat her in the 5th. The kid out of Maryland. I just can't. It's a. I think an African name.
I know who you're talking about though. I can picture it. I just can't pronounce it. Let me see.
He's like a 6'4", 245, 250 guy. Play a little H back. He can do it all. Go ahead, shoot it out.
Okay.
Try.
Chigozheim. Chigozheim. Okonkwo.
Ooh,
there it is. It's Okonkwo.
Killing it.
There it is. Yeah. Okay.
You're killing it.
Now I noticed you didn't mention quarterback, which is very interesting, Red. Because someone's gonna do it. I thought you'd be the one to do it, but you didn't mention quarterback.
Because I'm not trying to use like a top 3 pick at QB, so it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna mention quarterback.
Okay.
Because I don't want to use one of our top 3 picks on a quarterback.
Are you gonna use a top 3 pick on a tight end?
No.
So
my top 3 picks need to be
the
2 defense and 1 receiver. Them top 3 picks needs to be 2 defense. I don't know what positions. And 1 receiver.
That tackle is starting to grow on you a little bit though.
The tackle is starting to grow on me too. That now he comes into play if we do a trade back situation. That's when he comes into play.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Because I know what I want to do. I know what I want to do. Because I think the Jags is going to try to probably take either Hutch or Kyle Hamilton. And if Kyle Hamilton's gone, I want to trade back at this point. I do. Even if Aiden Hutchinson's sitting there, I want to trade back. And I want to trade back with the Eagles. I want the Eagles picks. I want like 15 and 19 or 15 and 16 or 16 and 19. That's what I want.
No, that'd be sweet.
I want two studs right there. Boom, boom. Back to back.
Let's come back to that because everybody's talking quarterback now. That's our next segment.
Quarterback. Okay, I know. You know me, man.
You're good, man. We're gonna get to it. We about there.
I'm all over the place.
No, but I'm with Brad on tight end. We got Garrett Griffin. I think we got the blocking, movable pieces like Cabinda's. He honestly could put himself into that. Brock Wright showed a little bit of pass catching last year, and he got better. Yeah, but I think a big body type of tight end, like Jordan Thomas, who we just cut, someone like that could be interesting. A pass catcher, though. Someone that can pass catch. Now, he's going to have a build to block. Doesn't mean he has to be a great blocker, but maybe a build to do it. That way you're not – we don't want a Hunter Bryant. I don't think Dan Campbell wants that. But when we say pass catcher, to me it doesn't mean he has to be like super fast. He just has to be a reliable pass catcher, whether that's a big body red zone or a guy that can run some routes a little bit. Now, for quarterback, I like the idea of taking a quarterback. I don't have any issues with it, but it wouldn't be a top pick. Day 3. I like hitting day 3. The very earliest, if I traded back and I had some kind of round 3 pick really late, maybe I consider it depending on who's there. But at day 3 quarterback would be cool because even a UDFA wouldn't be bad depending on who hits UDFA. But a day 3 quarterback would be cool because then I don't have to keep David Blau necessarily. I have to see what his details are. Don't know how he set it up. But again, assuming that there's a pretty good out, assuming that there's an out with this contract for the season, if we could get someone to possibly take that role, Tim Boyle's not going anywhere, so we have him. And to me, when I don't think the Lions would re-sign Tim Boyle to be the third quarterback. Why would you do that? Right? Why would they pay him like that? So to me, the resigning of Tim Boyle tells me they're not getting a quarterback high. Mm-hmm. Now, I love the rumors, and I hope they keep happening, but I don't think they're going to do it that high.
Ben Diesel said we're taking Willis at 2. Rad, we taking Willis at 2. If we take Willis at 2, I'm going to go crazy.
We won't do it. We won't do it. But I love the rumors. We won't do it.
I'm going crazy. That would be just terrible because now we didn't kill Jared Goff's confidence.
No, I mean, we won't.
And Willis ain't ready to play next year. He ain't. People get excited. I get the guy's mobile. Great. Everybody loves a mobile quarterback. I get he can throw the ball deep. He's got a live arm. Great. Like all these quarterbacks. All these quarterbacks at their pro day has a live arm.
Yeah, the pro day didn't.
You show me a pro day, a quarterback's pro day where his arm didn't look live. Like they all look live. Let's be real though. It's the pro day.
I looked up Jared Goff's pro day and he was killing the pro day. I'm just saying. I was like, let me see what Goff did at the pro day.
Like it's scripted. He's practiced all these throws. Like. Yeah, a quarterback should look good at his pro day. If you're talking about being like a first or second round quarterback, I would expect you to look good at your pro day, bro. You've practiced this script.
Yeah.
You're in your comfort zone. You're throwing to your own receivers that you've been throwing to for many years. Yeah, you're going to look good at your pro day. Nothing against Willis, but I just don't want him at 2. Now, if we took Willis in the 3rd, great. I don't want a quarterback with those first 3 picks. It makes no sense because all that's going to do is kill 16's confidence, and he's going to want to leave, which I'm not tripping. I don't think Goff is
why do you think that would kill his confidence?
Because he already saw. I mean, he just left a place where they didn't like. No, because he obviously just left a place where he took him to a Super Bowl.
It was like, hey, I want out.
McVay was tired of him, and that killed his confidence. So if we draft a quarterback, that's going to say, hey, we're already tired of you. Well, I want to leave, or his play is going to get even worse. Like, Goff don't seem like he's just a strong-headed person anyways. He looked like he got a little bit of Carson Wentz in him.
Nah, don't
look like he's tough. Goff don't look like if his back against the wall, he's going to fight his way out.
You don't have to look tough. It's all up here, Red.
And he don't look like he that.
It's all up here. Now look, we saw the guy, but Sean McVay was trying to play his backup quarterback over Goff. But his backup quarterback got hurt. And what did Goff do, Red? He came in with a hurt finger and won a playoff game on the road.
Great.
I'm just saying, like he stayed ready.
I got to go back and watch that game. I don't know if he actually won that game or if like the defense and the run game.
They helped, but he played well, right? That's all I'm saying. He was there for it. He didn't back down.
Let's be real now. A quarterback can be carried because Rex Grossman made it to a Super Bowl now. You probably don't know Rex
Peyton
Grossman.
Manning went to Super Bowl, so I get what you're saying, but
whoa. You better not throw Peyton Manning and Goff in I'm talking about like how Rex Grossman got carried by the Chicago Bears defense to get to a defense can carry a poop-up quarterback
for sure,
very far in a good run game. So quarterback is stupid. I get what you're saying, Dose. I hope they are pumping up. Hey, we want to take a quarterback. Boom, 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 boom. So that gets our phones ringing. We could trade back and get some draft capital. Because me personally, I kind of want to move back. If not, are we on the draft talk? You know me. I get the rant.
Let's go to draft talk. Let's talk draft talk.
I'm sorry.
Everybody's talking quarterbacks.
I get the ranting.
Let's talk about it a little bit. Nah, Red, talk about it a little bit. I want
to trade back. If we don't take Kyle Hamilton at 2, move back. And I want to get I want 2 first-round picks, though, this year. I don't want move back to 20-something and get a pick next year. I want 2 of these dogs this year. Rick, thank you, Ken. Grossman. He was bulling.
I like it. There you go, convert. There we go. Oh, covert.
He said I went under messed up. Whatever, man.
Let him know, go right. Well, we see that second half of the
There's
season.
some awful levels
he didn't pull Kyler Murray. Okay, Kyler Murray showed the exact opposite of what Jared Goff.
I like how there's a mixed crew in here though. Half of them agree with me how he's golfing, and then you got the half that's with you that just thinks he's just the greatest thing since sliced bread.
No, we're just trying to give him a chance, Fred. We understand, man. We're trying to give him a chance, and we understand that he played well last season. I mean, there's 2 things that we can't. There's one thing we can't deny. He played really well in the second half of the season. So, I'm just throwing it out there. Now, with your trade back, Rad, I got to bring this up. I talked to you about this Pittsburgh Steelers thing. Chad was saying it early. So, I saw a report. This, to me, doesn't make sense because a scout, from my understanding, a scout would not be talking to the general manager. If this is like a college scouting scout, he wouldn't be talking to the general manager, hey, we want to trade up. It wouldn't have that conversation, I don't think. But the report is that the scout from Pittsburgh, I guess, is saying that the Pittsburgh Steelers would be interested in trading up because they don't believe Malik Willis has fallen out of top 10. Now, I definitely think Pittsburgh's taking a quarterback. And isn't Pittsburgh one of those teams that they're well, they never trade up? Well, it's different when you don't have a quarterback. You never trade up because you've always had Ben Roethlisberger. But now all of a sudden you get him out of the building and now you're what do we do? Trading up starts to become something. So I think that team, they sit at 20. If you did something like that, I would not be mad at it. I would not be mad at it because I'd get a gigantic return. I said this to Rad. We saw the Rams in Washington do a trade when RG3 was coming out. Luck went 1, I think, and then RG3 went 2. The trade, they gave up 14, 39, 50, and 150 that season. Next season, they gave up 30, 92, 160. And the year after that, they gave him the first-round pick, which became the 2 pick in the draft. That's 8 draft picks to go up 12 spots. Now, we'd be going back 18 spots. Maybe we could get a little bit more than that.
I don't like that.
We give up a little more, but we could also then move back into the draft because we'd have so many draft picks to move up. We already have 2 back-to-back 32, 34, which could allow us to move up. But all those picks, you can move to 10, 15, 12.
Right. I like that.
Boom.
Now that you
now
if we talking about moving back up, I would do something like that. I would do something like that. But I think Seattle's at 9, right?
Seattle's at 9. Seattle's at 9, yeah.
See, I think if that get to buzzing, because I think Seattle want Willis. And if that gets to buzzing, I think Seattle gonna jump up at that point. And I hope this QB chatter I hope they just keep pumping these quarterbacks up. Kenny Pickett, all of them. Willis, pump them all up because come get our pick. So we can move. I like the scenario of 20, getting all them draft picks. And then also I want to move back up some more just because I think this is a really good draft. I think it's a nice little talented draft. There's just no pure true number 1 dog that I feel like is not a can't miss, but there's a lot of good players in here.
I agree.
There's no dime. If you think of a female, she's bad, you call her a dime. There's no dime in here. There's some 8s. There's a lot of 8s, and ain't nothing wrong with 8s.
Nah,
I personally like 8s, less maintenance. So you know what I mean? I'll take an 8 over a dime, but there's no dime sitting there for us at number 2. So therefore, I want to move back and get a couple picks in that first so we can get 2 of them 8s. Instead of wasting a second round pick on not a second round pick, the second pick on an 8.5. Nah, you ain't even a dime.
I feel that.
So
I feel that big time because I'm about to hit cornerback next, but I'm trying to find someone that I'm I can't miss. This is the dude. I don't care what position. He's that guy. I don't feel like I can find it. Edge, can't find it. Quarterback, can't find it. What is it? Safety. Kyle Hamilton is probably the closest, maybe, to that.
That's the only one.
Kyle Hamilton feels safe, but is he still worth that pick? I can't come to that decision yet. So I'm still struggling to find a guy that I'm like, I can't move back because this guy's here. You know what I mean? If we had to trade back up to grab someone that we feels like you said, at 8, I'm down with that. And if we get all those, we need draft picks. Like, if we're going to build a team around the quarterback, as we should, and you're all about building through the draft, if you could add 8 future picks to that, like, how can 8 picks? Like, come on, man.
I love it.
That's something I'm all in for. I'm awesome with adding those picks. Plus, then, if you come around and, Brad, think about this. Let's think long term here. Let's say the Lions trade back, add some future picks, because, like, in this one, they added 4 future picks, 2 first-rounders. You had a couple future picks. Now when you hit next year's draft, if you want to get your quarterback then, you have many first-round picks, many top picks to trade back up in the next year's draft, wherever you're sitting, to go get whoever you want at quarterback. And I think next year, not knowing next year's class, probably makes more sense for that. Because there's a guy that I was talking to Rad about that I really like in this class, but still, I can't take him at 2. Like, no. And I see people bringing up Matt Corral. He says he's the best quarterback. I can't go with Matt Corral. Here's the thing with a lot of quarterbacks in this class. Can't go at all. Here's the thing. Let me go to what I had about Matt Corral. The thing with a lot of these quarterbacks in this class that I'm worried about is that either they have all this talent, whether it's big arm, mobile, and then they play in an offense where they're not doing anything. Matt Corral, when you watch his film, the guy doesn't do any kind of reads. I mean, he throws blind reads completely, where it's just RPO, bam, this is where the ball is going. And he'll throw it right to defenders. There's not a lot of reading pre-snap for Matt Corral, and they started talking about it at his pro day, but I don't know why no one's making a bigger deal of that. That can't, if that's going to, because I think what's expected is no one's thinking Matt Corral's the top pick in this class. No one looks at it like that, so no one's making a big deal out of it. They're just saying, oh, he's got this talent. But that's very concerning, and we've seen a lot of guys come into the league and bust because they can't pick it up. They can't pick it up. They don't know what they're looking for defensively. And Matt Corral's been a part of that. I love his leadership. I know he has like these, Real Talk Wednesdays. And, he's also bringing in guys at 5:30 in the morning. I think there's traits. And that's why I think with a lot of these top quarterbacks, but there's not many quarterbacks that I see on the field that are like, I'm handling this. I'm seeing the coverage. I'm making pre-snap reads. I'm doing stuff post-snap to adjust to what I'm seeing. I'm adjusting well in pressure. Matt Corral's not good under pressure. How can I trust that if I'm taking a top pick? Like, he's not even reading coverage pre-snap, and he's not good under pressure. How are you going to draft that high? And he's coming off an ankle injury. By the way, he looked good, though, so I'll give him that. Come on, man. Same thing with Malik Willis, to me, honestly. Now, Malik, what I like about Malik, I like Malik, I think, better than Matt Corral, because to me, Malik has such good arm talent, and he shows it all the time. If you watch Malik Willis throw a sideline pass, any of his games, they are so deadly accurate, it's weird. And we saw him when we were watching the Senior Bowl, where he was dropping it in the bucket. He was the closest. Obviously,
he hit the bucket.
Yeah, he made the thing in. Yeah, he hit the bucket, right.
He pretty much would have made it.
And any sideline pass he throws, he is deadly accurate, which is weird how he can continuously drop it in like that. And I feel like if he knows where the ball's supposed to go, he can make any throw that you want on the field. But the thing is that, again, he's one of these guys that's not, he doesn't always know where to go with the football. His reads are super, super basic. Very basic. I haven't seen a quarterback as much as him that runs one guy runs a route, or maybe 2 at most. I feel like half the snaps 2 guys run a route. There'll be a flat and there'll be someone going over top, and he rolls to that side. It's like there's no read there. It's either the cornerback drops or I'm throwing it underneath.
Right.
And to me, what it looks like is that every time he gets to line, the guy tells him, okay, this is the coverage that they're in. This is where to look. And if he knows where to go with the ball, he can put it there. But I'm just worried about that. There's other things to worry about, but that's just my biggest concern overall. For a top quarterback, I feel like you got to have more of that for me. So for me, if I'm taking one of these guys, like you said, 3rd round, something like that, yeah, if they got the traits and I'm taking a mid-round, I'm not mad at it. But they're going to need time because I don't feel confident in a lot of these guys that high.
100%. I'd wait 3rd round if we go QB. I'd take it like a Desmond. If Ritter's sitting there, I'd go there.
Ritter's awesome. I love Ritter.
If Howell's sitting there, I'll take Howell. I'll take Willis if he's sitting there at the 3rd. Like, I'll go 66 pick. I'll take a quarterback that I can sit a year and then come in and figure out what we're going to do with Goffle.
You said Howell? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
What did you say? Howell? Okay.
I said Howell, but I don't think like none of them will be there in the 3rd. If so, that's when I'm going to pull the trigger and grab one of them jokers. If we just need to sit tight and let's wait till next year's draft and grab a quarterback. But right now, let's focus on getting us a top-tier receiver, and let's get some more defensive players. That's it. That's what I want to do. And I hope we can somehow I want to move back. If we don't take Kyle Hamilton, I want to move back because somehow I want to land Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
And I want
Garrett
Devontae
Wilson's a
Wyatt.
stud.
And I want Devontae Wyatt. Hear me out now. I know I'm reaching.
I love.
Hold
Garrett
on, just
Wilson.
hear me out, baby. I want Garrett Wilson, Devontae Wyatt, and then somehow with that, if we can keep 32 also, that's when I want to kind of like grab. I mean, we can either try to see if like maybe like a Daxton Hill, a versatile back end defender, or like a Scene or even a Brisker.
Okay.
And then 34, that's where I need that linebacker. We gonna either need Muma or we gonna need Harris. And I'm happy at that point. We got a pass rushing D tackle. Nice. Or even a Jabo. I wouldn't be mad at grabbing a Jabo at 34, bro. To be real. And then at 66, we grab Channing Tindall from Georgia or a different linebacker. Because I think a Jabo's about to slide. I've been preaching about the kid. Since the Senior Bowl. I've been loving him.
I watched
I've been loving him. I've been loving him. Nah, bro. I just got my hair pulled back today. I ain't getting no haircut. These ain't going nowhere. That's how I want the draft to play out. If it ain't Hamilton at 2, let's just go on and get back. And I want to somehow get away with I want Garrett, Wyatt, get a safety. I want to snag Ojabo at 34. I really do. Let's just let him sit his rookie year, and then bam, we implement him next season. And then 66, grab a linebacker. That's how I want this draft. That's how I truly want it to play out.
I'm not mad at that.
Or even Drake London if we don't get Garrett Wilson. I'll take Drake London
Garrett
or Wilson.
Is sweet.
Or Olave. But somehow I want to Fadango. He's polished, bro. Yeah. What about David Bell? What happened to Bell?
I like David Bell.
Oh, okay.
Nothing happened to David Bell. Nothing. I think people are down on him because his speed isn't great. Everybody loves speed, but David Bell's a player, man.
I want Devontae Wyatt,
Wilson just
bro.
brings a little more scoot. He just brings more scoot than Bell. That's the difference.
Devontae Wyatt is right there. That 3 technique we was talking about a little earlier in the show.
Devontae Wyatt's awesome.
That's him right there, bro.
Wait, what pick?
It just depends on, like, I know Philly ain't gonna move, but if we could somehow Fadango like 15 and 19, you grab him on one of those, get one of them receivers, then get the safety or even a linebacker, and then Ojabo needs to be like pick 34. I think we need to go on and snag Ojabo, let him rest easy, and come on in and play breezy next year.
That he might fall further than that though.
Even if he fall further. I'm not mad at it. But the linebackers I want to target is Muma, Harris, and Channing Tindall. Those are the 3 I want right there. And then I like DeMarco Jackson out of Appalachian State. I think he could probably be sitting there in the 5th for us. I do like him. I'm not I know I keep seeing Leo Chenal. That's not my cup of tea really. I like JoJo DeMan too. But I think he's more of an edge. I ain't really seen him play too much off. I ain't seen him play too much off ball, so I don't know. And then because I know Devin Lloyd and the Kobe Deans ain't in our talk, so that's why I'm throwing out names that I feel like we could be.
I think Nakobe could be in there.
You think he could?
Fall. He could fall
late first.
Absolutely, you think he could be there at 32?
Okay.
Devin Lloyd, I don't think it makes sense to look because like you said, he won't fall to 32. Plus, he doesn't. Like, to me, Devin Lloyd, he's not the mover. I thought Devin Lloyd was more of like a speed. He's not that fast. He's not that much of a mover. He's just like a very well-balanced big guy that plays linebacker. Devin Lloyd feels like a last regime type of linebacker to me. A guy that you could put on the edge and be like, all right, you could play both these spots if we needed to. But he'll probably go too high because he's a really good playmaker.
I'm trying to think of some other people that could probably be there.
Well, hey,
Daxton Hill, you don't ever get excited about Daxton Hill. What is it about Daxton Hill you don't like?
Let me see what I wrote down in my guide.
That doesn't excite you, because every time I throw his name, I just see him as a versatile player, and I like versatility.
Right.
He can cover, play high. He ain't scared to tackle. Uber athlete. And he from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He from Oklahoma, so
He could be Dax Hill could be cool because
can you pair him with Tracy?
Coverage.
Would you feel comfortable pairing him up with Tracy?
Yeah, I think you can make it work. He kind of, I'm not gonna lie, he kind of gives me like Quandre Diggs vibes in a way, like a much faster Diggs, a little bit lankier, but kind of like a guy that can play slot. I like it because I think there's versatility there. We know he can cover the entire field, He could come down and play man cover, especially if he's off man. But the concern is his build to kind of slide down and help us in the run. But the thing is, he will tackle. Like, the more and more I hear about it, like, okay, I'm not really looking for just a pure box safety because those don't really work out. Like, the idea to me of a box safety, there's not safeties that handle business in the box, really. I mean, they come down, but they're not shedding blockers. There's not a lot of guys. There's rarely guys that are built to be able to do that. But Dax Hill is aggressive. Like, he'll blitz off the corner a lot. I'm not mad at Dax Hill. I'm not mad at it. It's just we didn't see him much at deep safety last year. So I'm still a little bit, I'm not sure about his ball hawking.
Okay.
I wouldn't be mad at it because there's a lot of movement there.
Okay.
That'd be cool. No, that'd be cool.
What's the chat talking about over here?
I think they're all talking Malik. Hey, I can't see a scenario where it happens. But I'm also gonna say this without going too far into it. With Malik Willis, like I said, he's got all these traits that are awesome. I don't even know if Malik Willis, and it's interesting because they said they would change the whole thing, for like a great player or whatever, as you should. But to me, like, with bringing in the Saints guys that you're bringing in and kind of the style I think they're going to run offensively, I don't think Malik is perfect for that. I don't think. I think the mobility is going to help because you can do some design runs with him, which would probably be his biggest strength there. But I don't know too much about the quick passing game, how successful that would be for Malik. Because, like, even if you watch, he definitely can zip it. But if you watch, like, his flat passes, his release is not snappy. You guys bring up Matt Corral. Matt Corral's different because Matt Corral doesn't even bring the ball back. He's just like this. So if you want some of these quick hitters, quick strikes, Matt Corral would fit that a lot better. You just have to make sure that he can do more reading than just, okay, here's where the ball's going, unless you're going to run tons of RPOs with him, which I don't think we will. But Malik Willis, he doesn't have that snappiness. Malik has a nice little wind-up. You'll see even flat passes get out really late to guys. I don't know about the quick passing game as much for him, as much as a guy like Matt Corral would probably fit better into the style. Because I'm just looking at the coaches we're hiring. And maybe that you could say, well, that's because Goff's here. Well, okay, but that means Goff's not going anywhere this year, right? I mean, that means they're going to roll with Goff if they're hiring these guys for Jared Goff, right? That would make sense. But I also think, like, that's just the style that they're kind of going toward. Yeah, they want to be able to take the top off, but just because taking the top off doesn't necessarily mean you have to get the guy with the biggest arm, or a guy that's go deep a lot. Taking the top off just means you have to have a deep threat and be able to protect the guy. Because I'm going to say 100% of there's not a starting quarterback in this league that can't throw the ball 40 yards in the air downfield. Not a starting quarterback that can't play action and take a shot over top. If he's got protection, he's got a receiver that can get over top, not a quarterback that can't do it. You agree with that?
Teddy Bridgewater can't throw the ball.
Teddy Bridgewater can throw the ball deep. Come on now. Okay, Bridgewater is the closest I'll give you, but I don't even know if he's a starter at this point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if you look at this draft, yeah, Malik has the arm, but Carson Strong could put it out there. There's like 90% of the quarterbacks that are, especially most people talk about, they can put the ball down the field if you need them to. So I'm a little bit, I'm not exactly sure how the fit would be there. They said they would change it up for him though, so I don't know. It's interesting. Like I said, I'd take the traits, but I can't take the traits at 2 because I don't feel safe about the traits. But I do like from the outside because I don't know, like Malik would be one of those guys like everybody. You'd have to talk a lot to. You have to get a lot of sense from coaches that he's worked with. Everybody that he knows. You'd have to really go in there and try to figure out his background, his personality, because you see it on the surface, but clearly that's not. For quarterbacks, it feels like most of the time it's about the off the field. Johnny Manziel had talent, but off the field he couldn't stop partying, failed. Like a lot of these guys that off the field have these issues where they can't pick up things, they can't learn things, or they're not paying it. You know what I mean? Like there's so much that goes into the quarterback position that's up here versus any other position. I think that's where you really have to take a look. And there's a couple guys just from the outside looking in that I feel like a Desmond Ridder could take it all in. Because he's already shown us that growth, and he's become the guy that's handling it. Skylar Thompson could take it all in. No question. He's got a lot of experience. He's a stud. He could handle that. Some of these other guys, you wonder a little bit. Especially guys that played for multiple years and are still doing the same things offensively. That concerns me when I don't see expansion in an offense. Like, if you've been playing for 3 years and your offense is exactly the same, it's like you're not doing anything different.
There's no growth. Like
Desmond Ridder showed growth.
Stuck in a box, that one little scheme, and they ain't switch nothing up for you. I got you.
Yes.
They're not challenging him. They're just letting him stay in that same little element that he's comfortable in instead of expanding upon it and challenging him and making him better.
Exactly.
I feel you.
Exactly. And even
we're not taking a quarterback.
We're looking for guys up here.
We're not doing
taking
it.
A quarterback that high. We're not.
We're not
but
doing
I love
it.
the rumors. I do, man. If I'm wrong, that's fine. I'll be wrong. You know, I'll be completely
Bro.
shocked on draft night, but I cannot see a scenario where it happens.
We're not taking a quarterback at 2.
Oh man.
If we take a quarterback, put it. I do this. This is how bold I am.
Okay, let's hear it.
We're not taking a quarterback at 2. If we take a quarterback at 2, I will cut. A couple dreadlocks.
Nah, Red, you cutting it all. That's what you're doing. You set yourself up for that. You cut half the head. From here over, let's cut. This side can stay. This is how it's got.
That's how confident I know we're not taking a quarterback at 2. We take a quarterback at 2, I'm cutting the dread.
Oh, hey, Ben Diesel's trying to throw money on this. Oh, man, what we doing? He said, I bet you 100. I would take that bet, but I'm not a betting man. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take that.
Oh, you gonna take that?
Instead of cutting my dread.
Ben Diesel.
No,
hey,
I'm gonna cut my
picture.
dread. I'm not gonna do the bet. I won't do the bet. I don't want to bet. I won't do that.
Hey, someone clip that. Someone save that. I'll buy you shavers. He's lying. Red ain't lying. Red ain't
I
lying.
will cut a dread. Duh.
Oh
Duh.
my goodness. But no,
Singular,
man,
not plural.
My bad. I was trying to get you the good look of the dreads. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. What's this one? There. No, Christian Harris. Still, I want to talk about Christian Harris a little bit because I'll give you one quote from my draft guide because I'm working on the draft guide. Everybody, when it drops, I'll let y'all know. NilsDN.com. I wrote master. No, he not kind of like Isaiah Simmons. Remember when Isaiah Simmons came out to a lesser degree? I put what was the quote? What was the quote? Like a player that could do everything, but he's like a master of no one thing. What is that?
A jack of all trades.
Yes, but he's not a master of.
Not
one
a master.
thing.
I got you.
That's what I feel like with Christian Harris. However, I feel like the one thing that he could be like really good at is an area where if he switched it up a little bit in the NFL, he'd be really scary, which is, of course, playing will linebacker because to me, his coverage is what could take him a long way. And we know he can blitz, even though he's not a great blitzer. His run defense isn't great. Nothing's really great in his game, but they asked him to do everything at Alabama.
He's just good at everything now.
Everything he had to do at Alabama.
Like he's solid.
Coverage is his highest upside, though. Even if grades don't tell you that, that's his highest upside to me because he moves better than so many linebackers just in change of direction. Like, top speed is one thing, but the dude sticks with tight ends and stuff closer than any other linebacker I've seen so far. Like, out of breaks and cuts, he's right in their hip. To me, that's his highest upside because you put him there, you let him drop in coverage, you let him blitz sometimes, play free. I think his game would take to another level. He'll be one of these players I think that'll be better in the NFL than what he ever was in college.
And that's why I said we need to take him.
I wouldn't have an issue with it.
Okay, him or Muma?
Him or Muma? I'd still take Muma. I still think, I don't know why, like, you know what I mean? Like, I like Christian Harris, and I feel like that's there, but I still take Muma, because Muma's not going to be moved down. You know what I'm saying? Muma does so much so well. He is so good against the run, I can't overlook it. I know there's so much more passing, but he's so good against the run.
I think I'm going to take... Ooh, that's a tough one.
It's tough. No, it's tough.
I want him, I honestly want them both, and I don't know a scenario where we can get them both. Or I want one of them in all... Like, I like. So it's like I want Muma and Harris, or I want Muma and Channing Tindall. Like I need 2 out of the 3 there. That's how I want it to play out, and I just don't know a way it's gonna play out for us. I really don't, and that's what I really want. Yeah. I know, man.
Hey,
wait,
Daddy, we don't know if you
Jackson,
saw it,
LSU linebacker. Look him up.
We don't know if you
Damone
saw
Jackson?
the news. Yeah, that's not. But we don't know if you saw the news. But Damone Clark, we know who you're talking about. He's out. He's expected to be out next season all year. He had the spinal surgery, so it's unfortunate, man. That's especially him because he felt like he was flying up in a lot of people's boards. I haven't even got to him yet. So I
liked him.
I know Rad was a fan. I haven't even got to him yet, but I was like, dang, man, you don't want to take anybody off the board at this point. We need all the depth we can in this draft.
Especially at linebacker, because we still ain't found no dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs.
It's tough. Oh, Kevin Burrows. 100 push-ups if we quarterback at 2. Come on, Red. Red, you down? That's a deal right there. I'll become a part of that too, Red. Let me take
You'll do a part? You'll do 50-50? We'll split it?
You want me to do 50? Yes, I will.
We'll do
take
50.
a picture. We'll do that. We take quarterback at 2. Now, who's doing the other 100 push-ups? Because someone's got to do 100 push-ups and send us the video. If this is Kevin or if this is I don't remember who's the person that was trying to Ben.
We'll split them up 50-50.
We need.
I'll do 25. Take a break. Do 25 again.
Okay. I'm down with that.
You down?
Jack of all trades, master of none. Is that what it is?
Leo Chenal is a dog. Chenal is nice. I just don't.
By the way, shout out to
coverage
Kevin
ain't the
Mills. Appreciate
best.
you, man.
I feel like
haven't
we're
got
getting
to
another
it.
Derek Barnes at that point.
Really?
Like he's a big, good mobile guy, kind of like Barnes. But he's. I feel like his pass, he ain't just as fluent as the other three that we've named in pass drops and things like that. Like if we took the guy, I wouldn't be mad. Jermaine Johnson at 9. At
I'm
9,
I'm growing on Jermaine a little bit, but why would we have not? Oh, for Seattle's pick, maybe. I would
If
take
we
Trayvon
moved
Walker
back-
still over Jermaine, but he's
yeah.
working up for me.
I even take Wyatt over Jermaine, even though I know they're two different positions, but I feel like
yeah.
Wyatt can come in and be a day one starter, bruh. And then that's pushing Levi like, hey, Levi, you better step up, bro. We brought somebody in at your position, dog. Like, Levi gonna bounce back, man. I'm not giving up on Levi yet. I can't do it. I was too high on him last year when we drafted him.
That was your dude, man. You can't give up on your
coming
dude.
in before the draft, like, and I was just shocked we took the dude.
See, I'm not giving up on Jamar. Same reasons, right? He's gonna ball out. That's why we don't need a running back. That's one thing we don't need is running back. That's good. 9, Metcalf 9 and 41. That's interesting.
Kenneth Walker sitting there at 66. Are you taking him?
Are you reading that or are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
Oh, no. I don't know. Depends how the draft goes, but I would say no.
Kenneth Walker sitting there.
Gosh, right. Why do you ask me this question? You ask me this a lot. It's always hard to answer the question, man. It really
Walker
is.
sitting there.
I'm going to say no for now.
Matt Corral sitting there. Walk. I'm trying to give you like a scenario. I want to throw a linebacker too that's sitting there. JoJo the man.
I absolutely think so.
Why you wouldn't take Walker? You don't feel like I just feel like
Walker.
Swift's not.
I like Walker.
Swift's
I think
a
he might
dog.
be the
I
best
love
running
McSwift.
back in the class.
He is, and I love McSwift though. But he's shown us that he can't play a whole year, and this is Jamal Williams last year. So then, where do we go from there? I feel like, and I think that's great value to get Walker at 66. I don't think he's gonna fall that far. Personally, I'm just saying. I'm dreaming, y'all. I'm dreaming.
I can see it.
I think it's great value. Running back round 1 for who?
Buffalo.
Oh, okay. I thought you was about to say that would be stupid. They don't run the ball enough. Why that would be so dumb to take a running back at round 1 and you won't even get a dude 20 carries a game. I think that's plumb dumb.
I could see it. They get
They're not even gonna give him 20 carries a game. Makes sense because then it's like, yeah, your offense is super expensive. Yeah, they did it with the 32nd pick.
I think Bills are 30, 20, 27 or something. They're way out there too. I'm just saying, man. I gotta, I think they could be the team to do it. Saints are.
They just don't. I don't know. The Bills grind my gears.
Why?
They just don't run the ball. They just want to keep throwing, and they'll have. They need to run it a little bit. Like
get a running back there. They'll run it. Brees Hall, something like that. I could see that.
Why are you laughing at me?
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing.
You laughing at the chat?
So are the Lions going to go 3-4? No, we're playing more 4 down linemen next season, which I think makes
4-3 or 4-2.
Yeah. It makes the defensive line position more interesting to me than anything. I mean, linebacker sort of, but even like Ben's saying, I think we're gonna do a lot of 2 linebackers still. But the defensive line pick, what are we looking for here? Because we talked about this before. Aiden Hutchinson, he wants to play in, he wants to play a stand-up role. But we heard him say, that's what he wanted to do. However, when we heard, what's his name? Our new Charles Harris. Charles Harris talked about it. He did say that it would be more having your hand in the dirt. So I'm thinking, okay, Aiden Hutchinson, we'll see if that works. But he did say that that's something that's going to be a thing. Kayvon Thibodeau, I wonder a little bit. My worry with Kayvon, because I went to watch it back, because you got to watch these dudes back. My concern with Kayvon, I think reason people are bringing up Motor a lot too, is because he gets quieter as the game goes on. That's what I feel like with Kayvon. He may come out hot, but it feels like as the game wears on, you start to feel less and less of an impact personally.
So conditioning, yes. UCLA, he looked like a completely different person in the second half. Cal looked great, but then he didn't play the whole game.
Aiden Hutchinson, I think, is kind of the opposite. I think Hutchinson wears tackles down with his physicality because I think Kayvon's really got Kayvon's got some pass rush moves. I've seen him put some things out. I'm like, okay, I see you, but he kind of wears down. Aiden Hutchinson, on the other hand, I think he can just work the whole game, and it's just like in his fourth quarter, he's just still coming at you with the same energy. Then he starts to rattle off 3 sacks in a row. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you get all this kind of happens at once. Nothing wrong with either of them. I just think there's kind of the difference between the two. That's a big difference for me. Trayvon Walker, too, like I talked about, I think he's super raw as a pass rusher. Here's my thing with Jermaine Johnson.
But Ziggy was super raw, too. That's why I'm not giving up on Walker, because Ziggy Ansah was raw when he came out, too. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
but everybody keep throwing that raw out for Walker. But it was like, bro, Ziggy was raw also when he came out. Dude only played football, I think, like 3 years. He was just an uber athlete. We seen potential in it.
Okay,
out of BYU.
Ziggy was the walk.
He was raw.
But didn't Ziggy play the edge position in college? Like he wasn't playing the role that Trayvon played.
He did play DN. Yes.
And I can't help but keep thinking to myself. Go ahead, Red. I was gonna say something about the.
No, go ahead, say it. I agree with Sweeney over here about it's about Levi as a rookie. But go ahead, continue, brother. I agree.
No, I just can't. I can't help but think with a guy like Trayvon Walker. Why they played him so much in that role, and I continue to watch it because Jermaine Johnson, I was thinking, well, Jermaine Johnson, we saw his stats take off, and everybody says, well, he went, he was at Georgia, so his stats were high, just like Trayvon, then he goes to Florida State, and all of a sudden his numbers go up. So I'm like, all right, let me check out Jermaine Johnson, see how he played. He didn't play the role that Trayvon played. Jermaine Johnson played as like a pure outside linebacker. Trayvon doesn't play that role. Trayvon has guys play outside of him, and he slides inside the tackle box. So it makes you think, why would you play him in that role? Like, why would you do that if he could be that good on the outside? That's my only thing. You're right though. Like, you can develop pass rush moves. I do believe that. It's just the role he's played. It just makes it weird. I wish we would have seen him more on the outside, because if Ziggy is doing certain things on the outside, I'm like, okay, he's got a couple tools to win with. He has a go-to. I don't think Trayvon has any kind of go-to. I mean, he's got a good run defense. He's long. He's a good athlete. He's got a crazy stop-start, but he doesn't have a go-to. He just kind of, you know what I mean? There's no go-to for the guy. And on third downs, they don't put him on the edge. They put him over the center. So it's like, I don't know. I wish I would have seen more from that. That's my only concern with him. Go ahead, Brad. Were you gonna say something?
It was a comment up here. Sweeney 71 said, "I switched to a 4-3 or 4-2-1 or 4-2-5. Just having 4D linemen is Levi is going to shine." I 100% agree, because I feel like Levi is a true 3 technique. I think that's his strengths. And last year he didn't really get to showcase that coming from the 3 technique. Because he is an explosive, good first step off the ball. And plus his conditioning is going to be better. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt or have any setbacks or anything like that. I think we're going to have a big year out of Levi. I really do. I think he's going to shine at that 3 technique. Big Aleem's going to continue to do what he did at the 1. That's all. It was just a comment. And I think Levi is built for more for a 4-3 than he is a 3-4 defense, to be honest. He's not like a 4-eye or a 5 technique. That's not Levi. I think he's a 3 technique. And I'm so happy we're moving to a 4D lineman front. I prefer it.
Right.
That's it.
No, I mean, I agree. I think Levi.
I know you were talking about Trayvon.
To have a good year. He's gonna be shooting more. No, it's a good thing you brought up there, because Levi's is gonna be super important. Now edge is just weird. It just feels weird. My guy's bringing up Jermaine. The get off is kind of slow. 31-inch vertical.
I see that.
Jermaine Johnson though, like Jermaine Johnson.
He just reminded me of Trey Flowers. I remember when we was watching film on him. He just looked like a low budget Trey Flowers to me. And Trey Flowers is a good player. It's just that his contract. Nothing against Trey. I think Trey Flowers is a good player.
Jermaine has more ways to win than Trey though. Trey didn't feel like he ever had more ways to win. Like what did Trey Flowers throw at tackles? He won with power.
Just a bull rush.
George Karlaftis, honestly.
Just a bull rush.
Jermaine, this is the first guy I saw do this. Jermaine Johnson. You know how like ever played Madden? You like double click the spin button. He kind of does the half spin.
Yeah.
He did that to a tackle. I have not seen a guy do that before. I was like, oh snap! He went to the spin, stopped, and went back. I was like, oh my goodness, man! That kind of thing like stuck out. I've never seen a passer. I have not seen a passer do something like that yet. But you're right. The get off is concerning, because then you wonder about the upside there. But we know he has crazy good bend. So if he's got even, he can get around. Cameron Thomas. Right, what you know about Cameron Thomas out of San Diego State? That dude can bend, man.
I haven't seen him yet. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I just read a comment.
Let's hear it.
It was just why not take Garrett Wilson? That's how'd you know that's the comment I was talking about?
Because you've been talking about Garrett Wilson. You got to assume that's
because I like him, but I don't look. If you're not Calvin Johnson,
he ain't Calvin,
or like a Julio Jones, I need you to be about 6'4" taller. If I'm taking you at 2, and you got to be able to do it all. No, Garrett Wilson. I think he's, bro. He might have moved in front of Drake London to me personally, and I've been a fan of Drake.
I get the case.
So it's like,
I do.
I want him. I really do want. I want Garrett Wilson, bro. I want him. Him or Drake London. That's who I want. And Chris Olave's third. I like Olave too. Olave's a baller, bro. I'll take either three of them.
From Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, yeah.
He gives me Judy vibes.
Just polished, good route running, smooth, good hands. I don't know who I want.
My
I
knock
like
with
Olave
his hands,
too.
though, is when the ball is like when
Show me. I need a demonstration.
When he's got to get far away from his body, especially
Okay.
playing through contact, I don't think he comes up with enough of those passes.
Okay. He's not
You know
a
what I
catching
mean?
traffic kind of guy.
I think he can catch the
Or
traffic. I just don't. I
not
don't
a-
see him like wide, outstretched arms. I don't see him consistent enough there. You know, where it's like
Okay.
full extension, make the grab. But hey, Garrett Wilson, he might be the best receiver in this class. He might be, man. Yeah, I forgot about Netflix. He's a dude, man. We got some running backs though. I love our running back room, man. We don't need.
I do too.
Walker.
We got a nice stable.
Jamar.
We got a nice stable. We have a nice stable. I'm tired of hearing about Jamar, but we have a nice stable.
Drake London, already Lions fan.
I would love that. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
It's like I'll take any one of those three.
Well, someone brought up Jamison Williams, and I feel like we could still do it. You can't have enough guys that can take the top off, and he's a great route runner. But would that be less necessary now that you have DJ Chark?
Whoa.
I mean, that's what Chark is. He's a burner from the outside. So maybe a guy like Drake would feel a little bit better because he's more big body, inside, outside, 50-50 ball. Because to me, I haven't watched a ton of film on Drake, on DJ Chark. He's not that dominant threat in the red zone. I thought he was going to be more dominant red zone. I didn't think he was he wasn't the go-to guy in the red zone from what I saw.
Not a jump ball kind of guy.
Yeah, Allen Robinson was more the go-to guy in the red zone for Chicago. So I don't know if the Lions have that yet. Maybe something like that. Now they're bringing up George Pickens. I love Pickens, man. The way he blocks is awesome. That dude's going to be good as long as he can stay healthy. But he doesn't have versatility. Georgia. I can't put him in a slot, I feel like.
Thinking of the other guy.
I don't know.
We don't need nobody in the slot. We got two slots.
No, we don't. But I want someone that can move, do underneath routes. Just bring me a little bit more than just going deep all the time.
Go route.
Offense.
I got you.
I want those intermediate winners.
I got
Alec
you.
Pierce, okay, I say you. Hey, Khalil Shakir, he's nice.
Christian Watson.
Williams. Christian Watson's nice. Yes.
Would you take him at 32 or 34?
I would.
It depends on who's sitting there, though.
It does, but I would take him in certain scenarios. I would take him there. No issues with that.
Would we grab a nose tackle? I don't feel like we need a nose tackle, to be honest, though. I don't think we need one because we have. If we're going back to that 4-down lineman, and our nose is going to be on that one team technique, we got McNeil and then Pennicini to back him up. Pennicini could play the one. I don't think we should waste that high of a pick. Now let's say like Jordan Davis is just sitting there and everybody else, the board is just completely way lower than Jordan Davis, and it's like, okay, you kind of got to grab him even though it's not a big need. But I don't think we should in those first 4 picks. I don't think we should go nose because we have McNeil and Pennicini.
Now, what about a guy like Neil Farrell, who you draft a lot on your mock drafts you sent me?
LSU.
Something like that. Maybe if he hits day 3, would it be bad to push John? Because John's not an explosive guy.
I'm not tripping in if you coming in on that day, the 4th, not the 4th, but the 5th round pick.
Okay.
Cool, then. I'm not mad at that then. But I'm talking about them first 3 rounds, bro, we need to hit hard. Them needs to be some hitters. Them all 4 or 5 of those players need to be, I want to say day 1 starters, bro, or pushing for a starting position.
Yeah, I think so.
Because 3rd rounders, I feel like you should come in and be pushing for a starting position. Your 1st and 2nd round, y'all should be slotted in to be starting. I want our 3rd rounders to be players, them type of players where we're slotting you in for a starting position. Because we have needs, we have holes. We won 3 games last year.
Bro, why you keep
that's what
bringing it up?
Because I'm still kind of.
I feel like you're bringing it up too much, Red. I feel like
because I'm not super happy with this free agency. I'm not.
Red.
The Chark signing's good. The Mike Hughes signing's good. I get retaining Tracy Walker is good, but I feel like we just retained too many of these jokers. We needed upgrades. I get you came AA, you had a solid year, and Raymond, you had a solid year, but nah, bruh, We need upgrades. Like
That's what you're right though. That's what the draft
we
is for.
we won 3 games and we're bringing back that 3-win talent. As of right now, we're bringing back the same 3-win team.
You keep saying that, but I can't completely agree. I get what you're saying, but I can't completely agree.
I get we got certain people's coming back off injuries and stuff like that.
Need a backup tackle.
these guys ain't just killers. They're not dogs. Like they're not dogs. I love the Chark signing. Love it. I love bringing back T-Walk, but I mean Harris had his moments, but like, bro, we need some dogs.
For sure.
I don't know, man. Like I just see so much movement all this movement happening in the Lions. It was a 3-win team. We just sitting still and steady. Like, chill out. Like, we need to be making some moves.
Man, we are making moves, man. We making moves, man. I mean, we still got a lot of dead cap that we are dealing with this year.
I get it, but bro, we went out and got Garrett. What was his name? Garrett Graham. I don't even know the tight end.
Garrett
Griffin.
We went and got Garrett Griffin, man.
We went out and got him on day 2 of free agency. Like he's a big signing. Like dog, right. that signing should be coming through today.
It's okay.
It's not okay, bro.
Why is it not okay?
Because he's not even a dog. Like, Buddy might not even be.
Hey, we know what he's doing.
No,
yeah.
I'm not. He's not. He's not a dog.
What?
No, he's not a dog. You're saying Buddy's a dog?
Not as a pass catcher, but he'll go to battle with you. He'll block. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing his work right now. We see him.
I like the Mike Hughes signing. I'm cool with the Chris Board, and I like the DJ Chark.
I think we're being aggressive enough. I think we're being ample aggressive in free agency. Brad disagrees, but I think we're doing what we should do. Brad, we're good, man. You got to look at the plan here. Like think about it by position. You came in here and said you feel good about the offense. I didn't even say you said you feel good about the offense, even if we came with what we have right now, right? Need a backup tackle. So we good, man. Like, you should feel good. I know you want help on defense, right?
Have we got better this offseason so far defensively? Have we gotten better? Offensively, yes, we have gotten better. We added Chark. But defensively, have we gotten better?
No, because not by additions, but it's by we need some of these top picks to be better. That's what it is. That's what it is. Like,
I get the growth. We got to see what our rookies are going to grow. We're hoping that they're going to grow into something. Everybody should take a step forward with this coaching staff and being in a full offseason, no COVID. I get that. But Brad, as of right now, have we gotten better?
Well, no, here's what I'm saying. Brad Holmes told us he's going to build through the draft, right? So if he's going to say he's going to build through the draft, then it does come down to guys like Levi being better than he was last year. Because if the Lions go out this year and with the 34th pick, they take a linebacker, we're all thinking, dang, we just got better. We got a great linebacker, but he plays like Levi did in his rookie season at his spot. Now we're like, well, dang, that wasn't good. So I feel like it's just going to come down to that because that's how they're going about it. I mean, that's what's going to come down to. These guys got to be better next season. I mean, you're expecting, like, Levi's not a new pick, but he should be way better than he was last year. He has to be way better.
I would hope so, especially if he's playing a 3 technique. He's going to be better.
We got 9 picks. We have to hit. We have to hit
haven't
defense.
Got better, bro. We're dependent.
The draft is coming, man. The draft is coming. We'll be all right. Man.
I love the draft. I love the NFL draft. I love how we have a lot of picks and this and that. But draft picks bust.
They do.
They bust.
There's a lot of
free agents bust too when you overpay them and things like that. But I'd rather get a guy that I know what I'm getting on film at the next level. Like, we ain't never seen none of these people play at this level. We don't know what they're gonna be.
That's what you want. You want a linebacker,
bro. I just feel like we haven't got better defensively. I'm sorry. Like, Mike Hughes is a good addition, but I don't feel like he's just like, oh shoot, we got Mike Hughes now, dog. They better watch out. I like him though. I like that signing. I love that signing. I'm not gonna go back on that. But we really ain't got better defensively. Offensively, we have. We got us a number 1. We haven't.
But I don't know.
We never hit in the second round.
I get what you're saying because, like, the additions, we haven't made like major additions to the spot. But I feel like it's just kind of like it's how you look at it. I mean, I guess
we could have went and got Miles Jack. Improvement in the locker room, linebacker room, right then and there.
Like,
right then and there, we instantly improve.
But do we? Like, I mean, the thing with Miles Jack is that you put
because he's better than any linebacker. He's better than any linebacker we have on our team. So that's improvement. Right or wrong? I remember. Am I right or wrong?
He played bad last year. I don't know.
But him playing bad. He's still better than Alex Anzalone.
But Red.
Yes or no?
That's not the position.
Yes or no?
We're not gonna hit linebacker heavy, man. Chat, look, and shout out to Plan B.
Okay,
My guy,
even
I see you
safety.
change your logo.
Jordan Whitehead.
We said this coming in. This is what was gonna happen.
You know what?
This is no shock. No, Whitehead would have been great. We should have grabbed Whitehead. That's why safety is the biggest need, because we've grabbed nobody. And that's why it makes you feel like we're going to grab a high safety, because they haven't touched that at all. PJ Williams still out there, by the way, if we want to, Terrell Edmonds. We can still do something, but even a guy like Terrell Edmonds, like,
he's
does
better
he
than what
really
we have.
vastly improve? He's better than what we have, but is he better than a high draft pick? Maybe not. So I'm okay if they don't do that, but I get a guy like PJ Williams. Maybe they think CJ Moore is kind of like their PJ Williams. So that's why it feels like they're going to go high safety. It could be 2, who knows? But this is what we expected, man. They told us this was the plan, Brad, this was the plan from day one. Look, I'll break down the plan for you. Here, let me show you the 3-year plan that Brad Holmes. This is what I think Brad Holmes
will get some different 1-year players. I like the contracts. The contracts we put these people on are great. But I thought this time we'd go out and get some different 1-year people. Like, we just brought back the same people and put them on 1 years.
We brought back the players that earned it, Brad. That's what we did.
Like, did they earn it though?
Yes. The guys that we brought back earned
those
it.
3 wins. So getting us 3 wins, you earned another job.
We need a backup tackle, but you keep saying 3 wins. Like, the guys that we resign are the
Double A didn't play great
games.
every week. He didn't. He was cool.
No, I agree with that. But again, linebacker is going to be based on what's around him, not the player alone. They're not going to. And linebacker may be a high
Charles
pick.
Harris played cool. He had some games
Charles
where he
Harris is a
broke out
good
and he
edge rusher.
dominated. Okay,
Great
I'm
value.
cool with bringing. I'm good. I'm cool with bringing him back. But we didn't
Great
address
value.
nothing, bro. Like, we literally brought back the same jokers that got us 3 wins.
Brad, we brought back the guys that earned it. That's what we're gonna do. This is the plan, man. This is the plan since day one when he got here. He said we're gonna build through the draft. We're gonna lay the foundation. Their foundation. What did Sheila Fordham say? We got to see everybody last year. She said, now it's not like, oh, if this guy had this many snaps, then he'll be this. Nope, we know what he's gonna be. So they laid that plan. They said this guy deserves to be re-signed. Now I get it. I get the frustration because on the surface you see, like, we brought back Matt Nelson. Why we bring back Matt Nelson? Like, I mean,
Terrible.
because like,
He's
why
buns.
bring him back? He didn't play well last year. He didn't earn it. But I think it's just because he's an exclusive rights free agent. Why not? I mean, it's like there's no guarantees. If he cut him, there's nothing there. I think a lot of placeholders were brought back, but the main signings that I feel like you got to look at, which would be Khalif Raymond, Tracy Walker, Charles Harris, those kind of guys, they earned the re-signings. Aside from that, I think they got a lot of placeholders.
Boyle.
And that's where the draft is
What
going
is
to
he back
they're
for?
building to the draft. Boyle, I like the re-signing of Boyle. I mean, I'm alone on that one, but I like the re-signing of Boyle.
Because you just don't want golf to have no competition.
No, I want Goff to have competition. I think they like Boyle. I think Boyle improved, Red. Would I rather have Boyle or would I rather have some old dude that I'm just like, yeah, he's never going to be better? That's not competition. At least
I'd
Boyle
rather have
brings
Cam
some
Newton.
sort of competition. Okay,
I'd rather
you're a
have
Cam
Cam
Newton
Newton.
guy. But I think that does Tim Boyle
Ryan
bring more?
Fitzpatrick.
Here, let me ask you this. Who
Tyrod
brings more
Taylor. I'd rather have
competition?
Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor is not a no. They will never go like Tyrod's our quarterback this season. So he brings zero competition. Like, would you rather have Colt McCoy or Tim Boyle for competition? Colt McCoy gives you no competition because Lions are never going to come in the year like, man, we might roll with Colt this
Why
year.
you couldn't use Tyrod Taylor or Tim Boyle?
Tyrod Taylor. The Lions won't roll into a year, and Tyrod Taylor, I think, made $10 million or something this year, right?
Oh, well, I'm not paying him that.
Yeah,
Did he
but-
get paid that? I don't know if he
Hey,
made $10
that
That's
one
a lot
dude
of
got
money.
$10 million. That one dude got paid $10 million. Hold up. Maybe
Chase
not,
Daniel?
No.
Didn't we give Chase Daniel
We
like
did.
10 mil
We-
one?
we-
Godly.
Tyrod
See,
Taylor, 2-year, $11 million.
Frustrates me.
So you would spend $5.5 million a year on a backup quarterback that you're never going to say this is going to be our quarterback this year. You're not going to have any.
No.
Boyle, with
You're
his
right. I wouldn't do
age,
that.
I think it
I
makes
wouldn't
sense.
do that. I wouldn't
But
do
a
that.
draft pick is still in play, Red. And again, David Blau, I look at it, why bring him back? Has to be a placeholder. Because otherwise, he didn't necessarily earn a contract. We didn't see him on the field. Why would I bring him back? I think for him, it's just a placeholder. We draft someone, we sign a UDFA, you're probably out the door. So I think that's what I think you got to look at the main signing. Let me see what the signings are because I know I'm missing a couple in here. What were some of our bigger re-signings? Tracy Walker,
Charles Harris.
Evan Brown. Evan Brown had to come back. Josh Reynolds.
Brown had to come back.
Josh Reynolds was a great one. But it's not like we didn't pay a lot to anybody really on here.
What was Josh Reynolds' contract again?
was 2 years. It's 2 years, $12 million, but his cap hit's $2 million for this year. He's got $4 million in incentives, I think. So it's like 2 years, $8 million, something like. It's not that much. It's only a $2 million cap hit.
So Josh Reynolds or Juju?
I don't know. I probably have to go to Juju if I just went straight player for player.
So they made the same money.
No, they didn't make the same money. They didn't make nowhere near the same money. Juju got paid, man. He just got paid. What did he get? Like $10 million for 1 year?
I don't know. I just threw that out there. Are you looking it up?
I can look it up real quick. Yeah.
Okay, I was about to.
If they got the same money, I get you. I get what you're saying, but I don't think they did. I think he got paid a lot.
I think he did get 10 mil.
Resembles a steal. Okay, so maybe it wasn't that much. Let's see. Oh no, it wasn't that much, really.
No, really. Like this is where I get frustrated.
He got a lot of incentives too. It looks like.
This is where I get frustrated. I mean, his cap hit's only gonna be 3.2 mil. Like it's like so. We could go get
but Juju Smith doesn't play the role that Josh Reynolds is gonna play. Like you said it. We have a slot. Josh Reynolds.
Juju can play on the outside now. He works on the outside.
Very effective there.
He plays on the outside because Deontay Johnson plays on the inside.
He lost a lot of effectiveness, man. That's why they pushed him to the slot when AB was going, man. He lost a lot of production trying to work the outside. I don't think he's built for. I think he's built like a big slot, which is cool. I think the role just fits better with Josh Reynolds because Josh Reynolds did his thing. Like you couldn't if you're put on a board like who earned a contract. Josh was at the top of the list. Who earned a contract? Josh did. You agree?
We could have got. I mean, he did. I thought he did his thizzle, but I'm just like, we just brought back the same cats. You know what? I'm here for the process. I believe in Brad Holmes. I'm gonna just quit being a Debbie Downer, but I just get it's just upsetting, bro. Like it's I feel like we could have got Miles Jack. The dude's 26 years old, and he instantly just made our defense better. We could have went and got Jordan Whitehead for the Lowski Boski. Instantly makes our defense better. I get these dudes came in on 1 year deals and they played good football for us, but they didn't play elite football for us. Like, bro,
there's a couple dudes I would have liked to got. Jordan, we got worried about if they thought he'd fit, but I would like.
We got nothing. You know, we got nothing. I don't even think Jordan Whitehead got paid a lot, to be real.
He didn't get paid that much. I don't think. And there's like $7 million a year, which it's a little bit, but it's not a lot. But I think moves are going to keep being made. Like we're going to keep having these little signings in here. But the Lions are filling up the roster fast. I think we got like 76 some players on the roster now, so we filling up fast. Which maybe means a couple more signings.
I don't really know how I feel about Jabril Peppers.
Nah, because I don't want to put guaranteed money for Peppers. Yeah,
he ain't really did what I thought he was going to do. Landon Collins still out there, but I look at him more as a box safety hard hitter.
He can't cover. That's why he can't. He can't cover. Yeah, man.
I don't know.
Honey Badger would be cool. He's gonna be expensive. I've heard a lot of teams.
We're not gonna get. I would love to have Honey Badger. Y'all already know that, but that's just not gonna pan out.
They're definitely taking safety high. That's what's gonna happen. Safety's coming in high. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Gonna get Hamilton, baby.
It might
Hamilton.
Be.
I'm happy.
It might be. I don't know where they're going to still. I have no idea, man. I think Watson is the wide receiver 1. Thoughts? Watson. Wait, who's?
What about like Tank McKinley? You remember Tank McKinley? Tack McKinley? They call him nickname Tank. Why don't we go take a flyer on Tack McKinley? Another young guy, high draft pick out of Atlanta. Yeah, he ain't really did what he did, but it's kind of like a Charles Harris. Why don't we go take a flyer on him?
He was coming up last year, but he didn't do anything this past year. So it's like his stock's just falling, man.
Neither did Charles.
What do you mean neither did Charles? Charles balled out last year.
No, before he came with us, Charles Harris really wasn't
this is
ish.
true. This is true. I'm cool with getting a young guy.
He was a bust at that point. He was labeled a bust.
You know what? If they want to get Tack, I'm not mad at it. I like those type of signings that we're making. Give them a shot. They're young. They have a chance to be extended, and they at one point had a lot of potential. So if you like them coming out of the draft, take him. Like Mike Hughes, give him a shot. I got no issue with that. Like an Arden Key, some player like that. I'm down with it.
Nassib's still out there too. I can't remember Nassib. I'm thinking of somebody else. Wait, is Nassib the?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nassib was solid.
Nassib's on the older side now, isn't he?
I think he like 28.
Oh, is he? Okay, I thought he's been in the league for a long time. You have to take a quarterback. Willis at 2, Howell at 34, Zappi at 97, or Skylar Thompson. Skylar Thompson 177, hands down, not even close.
Solomon Thomas out there too from the San Francisco 49ers, came out of Stanford.
Red, you can do this. It's not even close, man. Skylar Thompson is one of the best quarterbacks in this class.
Red,
he'll be in our draft profile. He's one of the top quarterbacks this class has.
Howell at 34 is that been huh?
I like Howell, but yeah, no shot. Skylar Thompson. Skylar
I don't want to
Thompson,
waste
and I have
a
the
top 3
huge
pick
smile on my face when I do it. Because David Ball's out, Skylar Thompson, Tim Boyle, Jared. Oh, that'd be fire, Brad. Hold up. Hold me back, Brad. Yo.
Oh no.
Yeah, let that happen. Man.
Oh
Let
man.
that happen, man. Let that happen. Hold up, man.
Oh, bro.
Skylar's that dude, bro. He is. He got me so hype yesterday when I continued to watch. I was like, oh my goodness. This is that dude, man. I don't know. We'll see where he gets. But he's up there.
Watson at 34.
What was the question?
I'm not bad at what he just said. He said Hamilton at 2, Mafia at 32, and Watson at 34. After that, all defense. I like what he taught. I like where his head's at.
All defense
Saiyan
and a
Lion.
tackle. And a tackle. Put tackle in there.
Yeah,
Hold
we
it
need
back,
an
not his
off-tackle.
neck. Yo. Nah, I feel you, though.
Can smoke play deep.
What were you doing? What'd you do when I did that?
I just tried to grab you, but I guess I was technically trying to grab your back. Briska.
Oh, my gosh.
Honey Badger, sweet. Yeah, that would definitely be great, Kev. For sure.
I want a ball hawking safety. So I'm falling off the Petrie train a little bit. I want a guy that I put back there, and I'm like, he's gonna get us to make some plays back there. I like the versatility, but Petrie plays so much on the line. Nothing wrong with it, but I want a guy that's gonna eat in coverage. Maybe we get him too. Maybe we get both. Brad was pretending to choke you. Oh snap! Hey, he's bad about free agency. He's taking his anger out. That's
because we're just not doing enough. I mean, we hit on a couple. I mean, whatever, man. I'm just here for the ride.
Well, why take tack when yeah, that's true. Julian did play well last year. He just got to stay healthy. That's what it is for Julian. Nick Cross is that guy. Nick Cross is that guy, man. Nick Cross is nice, man. I'll take Nick Cross. Now, we're going to wrap this stream up, though, Rad. You got any final notes you want to throw out there to the people?
I have no notes. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Once again, chat was popping. I'm going to be over at Last Second Sports, 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern today, talking more Lions.
Love it.
And giving the NFL, we talking NFL too about a lot of trades that went on.
10 Eastern,
Dose of Dorsey, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, Last Second Sports. Come over, click that subscribe, show your boy some love. Dose of Dorsey. I had a great time with you once again. I'm sorry I choked you. It don't look like you got any red marks around your neck though, so you good, man.
And I want to see what that looks like.
I don't know, man. I didn't know what to do with my hands. Yeah, we'll be back. Once again.
Sad. No words of wisdom.
I have none. Yeah, I do actually. Just trust the process. Stay positive. And Brad Holmes and Campbell and Ford, they all know what they're doing. They need to tap into this show, and we'll have a Super Bowl winning team. You heard?
I don't know, man. We're kind of on opposite sides of some stuff, so they'd have to choose, man.
As we should be. We're not going to always agree.
Agreed.
My game plan is probably better than yours, but
okay.
You know,
I don't think the chat believes it, but I get it.
My game plan is always good, bro.
You know what? We're on page that we are not hashtag both out Malik. At least
no, we're not going with that.
I like Malik, but not at 2.
No. That'd be dumb to take a quarter. I don't even want to get into it.
I'm not mad at Malik. I'm just mad at it at 2.
At 2, it don't make sense. Let's go on to get Hamilton or trade back and grab a bunch of dogs.
Trayvon Walker's the 2 pick.
Oh, are you locking that in?
I think it's a 2-man race. It's Kyle Hamilton and Trayvon Walker right now.
Are you locking that in?
Nah, they can't lock it in yet.
Oh,
I think it's a 2-man race. I think
lock that in.
If we don't move, man, I can see it. He said name one person. I have no idea. I was trying to see, like, do I know any of these dudes? I have no idea, though. All right, Rab. Good stuff. Words of wisdom?
I just gave it.
All right. I didn't hear it, so you can do it one more time?
Trust the process. Stay positive. And drink water.
Like that. Show them the water.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.